My balls are yellow and red. I've just poked them with a rather long stick. Can you guess what we're playing? Well, if you said anything other than pool, you're downright disgusting. Get off this channel immediately. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't afford to go to the Crucible this year, so instead, we've broken into snooker legend Jimmy White's house for a game of pool with Archer McLean and Jimbo himself. Except, it's not really them, it's these virtual reality floating glove things pretending to be them. Maybe it's some sort of automated cyborg droid thing. Jimmy White's 2 Cueball is of course based on the British television show Big Break, starring Jim Davidson and some other moaning old northerner, much like myself. But this means that you can beat Jimmy White himself to win a portable colour television, or perhaps a carpet bag. Ooh! We've set up for a game of good old British pool here. Although you'll be pleased to know that you can play US 8 and 9 ball pool as well. At the same time! Well, not really. But if that's not enough for you, there's also a snooker room. But in this video, we're gonna concentrate on the pool, because it's hard enough as it is. Yeah, I suck at the snooker. My high break is 16. Thank you very much, person at the back of the audience there. I'll buy you a drink afterwards. The best way I've found to set up your shots is demonstrated just here. Number 1. Enable the view line. Number 2. Click the ball you're aiming to pot to line it up full ball. 3. Use the arrow cursors to find the correct angle. As for how much you should do this, well, it's a matter of practice, my boy. This isn't World Championship Snooker 2003, you know. It's a tactic I learned from head developer Archer McLean, who gave a demonstration of his skills on the first season of Games Master. Although that was the original Jimmy White's game, the principle still stands. Yes! Cheers, Archer! Your strategy is serving me well here. You know what'd be great here? Some Jim Davidson, John Virgo comedy banter. And the words comedy and banter in inverted commas there. I completed my first novel yesterday, Jim. Really, John? Yeah, I plan to read another tomorrow. 2 drinks for the man at the back of the audience there. You might ask why you need a pool video game when you can just go down your local pub. After all, there is no beer here. Poor guy at the back of the audience can feel his 2 pints of beer slipping through his hands. Anyway, the reason for Q Sports simulations is uneven tables. Yes, I've yet to find a snooker table that runs completely straight. I mean, you could try propping them up with the trusty beer mat, but most of the time it doesn't work, does it? I just lost to the virtual Archer McLean there, so here's my second attempt. While you're watching me beat his behind with a cricket bat, take a seat and grab a cup of cocoa, because it's Jackanory time. That's right, Uncle Harry is gonna tell you all a story. And you're not allowed to leave the room. Sit! When I was a kid, we used to go to Prestatyn Sands holiday camp in North Wales, where they used to have weekly pool and snooker tournaments. One year, I actually managed to win the pool competition and advance to the regional finals later in the year. The good news was, you received a free holiday for 4. The bad news was, it was in the middle of November. It was so cold, I got no sleep the night before. And guess what? I was duly hammered. By a guy called Cliff Thorburn, no less. So next year, I re-entered under the name Jimmy White, and didn't even get past the qualifying stages. So, I don't know what the moral of that story is. Play video games instead, I guess? A little bit earlier, I spoke of the snooker room. Well, I find pool is great for a 5-minute knockabout. It's a lot easier than the snooker, which requires real patience and practice. It can take you days to master, weeks, months. It's not the same sort of hit and giggle game as pool. It's for when you've got a little bit more time to kill. The table's larger, the pockets are narrower, and you're gonna need a miracle to beat Jimmy White in that mode. Hey Dave! Yeah, Dave! Is that enough review elements for you? It is! Excellent! So here we are, midnight. The Crucible Theatre. The final frame of the World Championships. Hindleyak, this plucky amateur from the north of England, against the whirlwind, Jimmy White. And Yak has a fantastic opportunity to win the title here. And that's an excellent pot there, as the one person at the back of the crowd claps, but there's still a long way to go. Yes, that's another one down for Yak. If he can pot the remaining 4 balls, the 1988 carpet bag is his. And that's another ball down. For that, he receives a Canovision E60 8mm video camcorder. This now, for a weekend in Milton Keynes. And it drops! Surely he can't miss this straight shot for last week's episode of The Bill on Betamax. And that's in as well! Now this, for the title of World Floating Hands Snooker Champion. And of course, the carpet bag. And it's there! And the crowd goes wild! I said the crowd goes wild! That's better. Thank you very much, Jimmy White, for letting me beat you for the purposes of this video. Hold on a second. You're not Jimmy. You're some snotty 14-year-old kid. You said you were Jimmy White on the application form. You liar! I've been duped, folks. I've been duped. Ah, well. Oh yeah, if anybody wants a carpet bag, write to me at the usual address. Until next time, sayonara!